How to use the iron sight from World War II. Oh my god, that was so nice. That was so nice. Thank God. Hey. What up, guys? It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? This is gonna be such an awful video, but what is up, guys? It's your boy Jiynx here, coming at you with another video. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've uploaded anything, and I don't know what to say to that. But for today's video, I'm going to be covering how to use the iron sight class from World War II. Now, I've thought of this video and making it because I'm probably one of the only idiots that probably uses this goddamn attachment, and I don't know why, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for anyone who dares to try, because you know what? Good luck. By the way, guys, I am kind of sick right now, so if I sound a little nasal congested, you know, I can't do anything about it. I've been putting off this video for a while, and when I wanted to make it, I just ended up getting sick, you know, so fuck me. I'm just gonna make it right now because I want to get it over with, because I don't know how long this is gonna take. Okay, but anyway, using this iron sight, right? As you guys know, World War II snipers have no aim assist. You know, they officially took it off all the way. If you guys played the beta, you guys would know there was literally no aim assist. You know, the only sniper that has aim assist or some type of something to help you while you're scoped in is the Enfield, the Lee Enfield. But that, come on, that sniper is pretty much garbage. That is hit marker city, but so is the iron sight. But we'll get to that because this is going to be kind of a ranting / you know, explanation of how to use it. But anyway, the iron sight itself is a very difficult and tricky attachment to use. You know, a lot of snipers right now have tried to use iron sight. There's a lot of people I've known who've tried to use iron sight and just say it's god awful, it's hard, it's unusable, it's almost unplayable. It's just very, very difficult to a certain level. And you know what, you guys are absolutely right. I don't know what made me want to use this sight or what made me want to try to hit clips with it. I was like, oh yeah, all these bitches are saying the sight is so hard. Nah, I got this, bro. I'm better than all these chumps. I was so fucking wrong. Besides that, so what's really hard about the iron sight, and what you guys have to understand, right? There's no aim assist, so it's horrible. You know, when you're scoped in, you know, everything's gonna feel like you're off target, right? You guys, these are the fundamental things you guys got to do, right? I'm about to break it down to you real quick how to use this shit. All right, step number 1, you gotta play on a low motherfucking sensitivity. I don't know how these people are trying to use this goddamn sight and having +10 sensitivity. You know, you could try it. You could try it, but I don't recommend it. I play 7.6, maybe 6.6. You kind of have to find your feel, but the lower the better, because here's what's really shitty about this sight and what pisses me off, and this is where I get triggered, right? I'm gonna try not to cut as much as this video as possible, because I really just want to get in depth with the whole sight. So it really sucks about this site, and I hope maybe they fix it. Maybe for some reason this video gets liked and it gets brought to the attention of these developers. What really sucks, all right, is this: as you're scoping in, right, pop shotting, it feels good. I've had multiple people tell me this. It feels good to pop shot, right? You're boom, you know, it feels great. Look, you're almost accurate almost all the time, right? It feels good. But the second you decide to drag this scope, this is where it gets very annoying and where it gets very difficult to be super accurate, right? All right, so if you notice, look, as I'm scoped in, I'm trying to show it as much as I can while I'm spinning. It feels fine. It feels like the aim assist is not there. The sensitivity is not changing. But the second you scope in, it's it gets a little fancy on you, right? It gets a little quick. As I'm popping in, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. But the second I'm all the way in, it speeds up a little bit. So as I'm dragging, you see how it has that extra motion, how me trying to flick a shot is almost impossible. So let's say I want to pop shot over there. You see how it overextends the way my aim is? That's the only thing that's practically difficult with this weapon, and what kind of throws people off, because the sensitivity itself is just a little bit accelerated as you're scoped in. It's weird. I want to say it's how Black Ops 3 beta sniping used to be where you scoped in, the sensitivity just kind of went haywire. But that's the thing, it was scoped in and there was a scope to use, so you could be a little bit more accurate. These people decide to work with this fucking iron sight the size of like half a millimeter. Like, this shit is smaller than a Tic Tac. This is like half a Tic Tac. This is so little. It's ridiculously small how bad this iron sight is, when I can go to any other weapon from like any other division. Like, let's say what gun is this? Is this like the PSH, whatever, right? Look, I could clearly see the iron sight. It sticks out perfectly. It's not hiding behind anything, but I can see it very visibly, and I can shoot people and try my best to try to do what I'm talking about. Now, here was I was talking about, like the no aim assist, or like just like how it feels like the speed is kind of turned up, like the sensitivity as you're scoped in. Here I got a submachine gun, right? I got this piece of shit gun, right? I got, look, it feels good as you're scoped in. The second I'm literally scoped in, right? You see the sensitivity right here? You feel this shit, right? Look, the second I'm scoped in, it slows down, doesn't speed up, right? I wouldn't mind if the sensitivity actually slowed down when I was aimed in, but no. You know, this gun probably has aim assist, and look, sensitivity wise, it feels disgustingly different from like how it feels. Like, I actually feel like a slowdown. You see how it kind of slows down when I'm using the submachine gun? Let's go back to the iron sight, and this is like the difficulty about using this gun. It just feels off. Here we go again. You see, like, the speed, you feel the speed. It's not literally the same as the submachine gun. You can like have it side by side and try to like compare it. I'm probably gonna try to edit it and do that for you guys, but I'm gonna be probably lazy and not gonna put it there. If I do, congrats to me. But that's one thing that's really hard about this thing, right? But plus with that, not only they make it hard for you to like kind of drag this shit around, right? You have to work with this tiny sight. There's no way to get around this. I thought if I got the Fallen, you know, it had a different iron sight for it, like it has a little added hoop. But in my honest opinion, I think it's practically the same, only it probably makes it a little worse. Maybe you guys like it. I don't use it as much because it kind of throws me off. The little hoop at the top throws me off. It kind of like, I feel like I'm trying to like get the little circle instead of that little pointer on top of people. So like, I'm using this guy as an example. So let's say if I'm like, okay, my circle is like right here, I think I'm gonna hit him, but the pointer is actually shooting somewhere else. So when I'm scoping and like dragging and shit, it might feel a little different, you know. It just probably doesn't work. That's my personal opinion. I don't like using the Fallen variant, sadly, for this thing. I grinded my ass up. I thought it was gonna help, and it was so disappointing that it actually kind of made it more difficult. All right, now class wise, right, I was messing around with this a lot. All right, you know, I've hit a little bit of decent on clips. Okay, I don't want to say I've hit like crazy shit, because I haven't even hit an iron sight banger. I haven't had like a quad headshot or a 5-on. All right, I'm not even gonna lie, I've only had like quad feeds, and my best clip is probably a quad ×2. Okay, that's like literally the best thing I've had so far with this iron sight, because of its difficult like capabilities. Like, it's just so hard to be so precise and accurate. Now for classes, I don't know, I messed around with a lot of shit, because like I said, I've used this gun so much. This used to be my initial like class setup. You know, I would put like the ballistic calibration on, rapid fire, extended mags, and iron sight, obviously. Now you can play with the ballistic calibration. I honestly thought I really needed this, but the more I played around with iron sight, the less I felt like I actually needed this, and I decided to, you know, stick with prime, because, you know, it gives you that extra attachment that you need. But infantry, what really sucks is that, you know, it says move significantly faster while aiming down the sight. Now look, that might be good if you're red gunning or whatever, but when you're using this iron sight, bro, it just wobbles way too much as you're scoped in. And plus, like I said, the little sight is super duper tiny, so just using it itself makes it bounce even faster, plus the sway. So I don't recommend moving faster as you're moving, right? You know, like, look at this, it's literally up and down, up, and I'm trying to look, I'm trying to aim, you know, it's swaying. I already have to deal with that, plus me moving like this, you know, it doesn't help that like I would have that added movement. So, you know, I try to take that off. I'm trying to like go to mountain again, because, you know, what's really good about this, you're not only quiet, you know, you're also invisible to UAVs. You know, that might not be a humongous thing depending on what kind of game modes you want to play, but I feel like being invisible to UAV just helps you like relax a little bit, try to get the good angles, and try to get your shot as perfect as possible. Because I'm telling you, man, if you miss with this goddamn gun, it's annoying. Now, I have other complaints and other things about this gun that you're gonna have to be aware about. in the end of this video. I don't know how long this is going to be. It's going to be a pretty long video because it's just like in depth. I'm trying to go as in depth as possible. All right, I'm about to get in a quick TDM game to kind of show you exactly how this all works out and little complaints that I'm probably going to add in there. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to be super long. I'm so sorry, but I wanted a very in-depth, full like explanation of how the iron sight works and what could be done to improve it, because it is honestly, I think it's like underdone. I don't know how, it's incomplete. The iron sight's very incomplete, and it's just so unusable at this point where it honestly just sucks using it and playing with it, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm a fucking idiot. And any of you guys who are trying to use it too, like, welcome to the club, because you're literally going to experience everything I'm probably going to say by the end of this freaking gameplay. All right, we're in a game right now. We're going to try to see if we can get a few kills so I could guys show you like exactly how I play and show you exactly how I try to roll. You see how I paused right there as I killed that dude? I wanted to get as much accurate and as much precision as I can to kill him with this tiny puny bitch of a fucking iron sight. I'm sorry. Most of the time, even though I'm using this freaking sight, I'm most likely shitting on it because of how flawed and how like significantly harder it is to use. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but it's because I kind of am. So one of the more common annoyances from using the iron sight, you know, besides this whole like scoped issues and like the iron sight itself, it's more so the fact that it, for some reason, maybe it's because you're a little less inaccurate with your shots and you probably can't hit your target. I'm getting a lot more hit markers with this like sight. A lot of people who have used this have told me, I say this all the time, I'm consistently missing or like botching my shot to the point where like I'm getting hit markers. I don't know if that's like a thing that happens with this gun. I don't know if the damage is out, but it's just something that's right there. It's just something that's gonna happen. You're trying to aim, bro. You're trying to be focused, and you know it kind of messes with you too, because like you're just in there, you're zoned in, and then you get frustrated. Honestly, with this gun, I've had to be so patient, or this sight, I had to be so patient to try to like, you know, get the clips I'm trying to get. I'm still struggling to get that like banger I really want to get, but if you're gonna use the iron sight, honestly, you're gonna have to have the patience. I still shit on it all the time. I just have to, because if I don't, I'm just gonna like flip out and punch the shit out of my screen. So another tip to like kind of using this iron sight, when I mentioned like changing your play style, so yeah, I just recommend getting the most coverage you can, trying to play as passive / aggressive as possible. So finding the best spawns to go to, when to push, when not to push, and trying to hit your shot. It's just like that. It's like any sniper, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of bullshit and a lot of garbage and a lot of hit marker. It's just a big old shit show, honestly. It's just a fucking mess, and you will get honestly physically frustrated and mentally like pushed to the limit, because you're gonna want to fucking yell, you're gonna want to scream, and you want to give up. But if you actually dedicated yourself to actually using the sight, go ahead, try your best, and just try to keep as much positivity and like just that determination to use this shit, because it honestly is such a challenge. It's fun, and when you shit on people and you get clips, oh, it'll feel great, but it's super difficult. And you know, I honestly do wish you guys the best, whoever's going for this goddamn sight, because it is a shit show. And I'm hoping honestly one day, you know, it'll get fixed, or these little problems might be brought up to some other people. I don't know. I know Pamaj made a video on this, and I like the points that he brought up. He did bring up some points I'm bringing up right now. Hit marker, scoped in is a little weird. Walking with this gun is practically impossible while you're shooting. It's super difficult. But honestly, good luck to all you guys. I have nothing else to say in this video. You know, I added the clips I did in the beginning to show you guys that, you know, I am hitting some clips with this sight. I'm not all bullshit. You know, I'm not like getting like these little like triple feeds and shit. You know, I've hit a few little things with this goddamn sight. You know, I've hit a little bit of things, but I'm not the best. These are my tips and tricks. I'm out of here. I honestly can't game and play with the sight. Like, it's so bad I can't casually play with the iron sight. Like, I actually have to be so focused. I can't casually make a video and like play with this thing. It's that hard. It's that difficult. You know, you guys probably be like, oh, this guy's a little bitch. It's in, you know, if it's so goddamn hard, stop using it. I don't want to stop using it, you know. That's why I'm making this video, to try to give you guys the tips and tricks that I use to use the sight and try to have fun with it and try to hit clips with it, because you know it is such a good thing to use. I love iron sight. I loved iron sight in Black Ops 2. I love the Elo sight in BO3. I like the iron sights in World War 1, which was probably way more easier to use than this goddamn fucking shit right now, but I want to use it now because, you know, it was part of the game, and it's something I was really looking forward to that I didn't sadly get to play with the beta, and I want to use it now. And another thing that sucks, bro, is like the Car 98 is the only gun with the fucking iron sight, you know? Hello, guys. Like, come on, add a little iron sight to other shit, you know? Give me the iron sight for the Springfield. Ooh, that would be pretty. All right, but besides that, guys, this long video has come to an end. If you guys made it to the end, thank you so much. I know I haven't uploaded forever, but I really wanted to make an in-depth video about this. I probably was rambling on for so long that you probably clicked off. And if you're still watching this, you know, God help you. I don't know why you're still here. You probably really want to use this iron sight. Good luck to you. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll probably have like a nice little iron sight montage or something. I don't know. I'm going for the DRC, trying to hit some shit. Still haven't hit my banger. Probably going to commit suicide because using this shit just makes me feel horrible. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. It's your boy, Jiynx, signing off. Wah! Don't do it. Don't use the goddamn sight. Run. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. Just don't do it. Click off. Just use the scope. Car 98. Go hit 5 lawns. Please don't do it. I beg of you. It's all a trap.